Luke 9:13 through 17, and Hebrews 11:1, Jesus replied, "You give them something to eat." They answered, "We have only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish." Unless we go and buy food for all this crowd. There were about 5,000 men were there. But he said to his disciples, "Have them sit down in groups of about 50 each." The disciples did so, and everyone sat down. Taking the 5 loaves and 2 fish, and looking up to heaven, he gave thanks and broke them. Then he gave them to the disciples to distribute to the people. They all ate and were satisfied, and the disciples picked up 12 baskets full of broken pieces that were left over. Despite all our talk about how Jesus is not much for logistics, this solution to feed 5,000 people is pretty impressive and effective. If you had to feed at least 5,000 people, how would you do that? Do the math. Let's say it would take you 10 seconds to hand out food to one person. In that case, if you worked without stop, it would take you almost 14 hours to feed everyone. But Jesus had his apostles, so he puts them to work as well. So 13 people working brings the entire process down to 1 hour. That's manageable, but if we gather people into groups of 50, we now have only 100 or so groups to distribute food to. We have each apostle and Jesus serving about 4 groups each. Under the scheme, food could be distributed in about, what, 10 minutes? Not bad. However, this brilliant scheme has one big problem: not enough food. A final logistical problem that no distribution scheme, no matter how clever, can fix. There are only 5 loaves and 2 small fish. Far from enough to feed 5,000 people. So consider what is happening here. Jesus organized a distribution mechanism for food that did not exist yet. Jesus planned and acted like the food was already there. He organized his Doordashers, and a miracle occurred. Faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see.